It's the zoo. 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 It's the zoo, 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 zoo. It's the zoo. It's the zoo. It's the zoo. And today's lesson is tuna. Today's lesson is tuna. We at the Lord's Supper. Want to know if you can name all 12 disciples. Today's lesson is tuna. We at the Medina Cemetery funeral home, people. And Zookeeper say he having a thing in his mind. He come up with a show about business district association coding, photo enforced artificial intelligence systems government may have been impressed by. You know, it's almost more impressive than Victoria Bailey. Stop, Brookers! Stop it! Tona! Tona today, rookies. We in it. We want to take this time out to honor all the vets. To honor all the vets, all the veterans, all the people who come before us, and all the people who coming after us. As law enforcement official, as any human with a job, going to work for a business, and a business has a district, and a district has coding system computers, and the computer's in charge of storing data, ESI information, written records, all the historical records. And shout out to Baptist Brother Moving as we grew in the kingdom of God. December 3rd, 2024. Today's show is tuna. And God say he gonna send you a lot of tuna if you're a male to get your attention. You want to pay attention what spiritual tuna is versus physical tuna. Stop, rookies. So say he got a hell of a show. Government is impressed. The spiritual things he says as a character, it blows their imagination. We want to see if this really a Marshall Area Business District Association. Want to see if you really can shop local. And we want to see how many people made fun of Zookeeper for talking to the light post as he was doing shows on Box Elder Road, Highway 19. It's 3,787 people in the town. People, Marshall, Village of Marshall, Town of Menasha, Medina, Sun Prairie, so many different coding systems, so many different populations. And we populate as people, we come to church sometime. From time to time. We find ourselves wanting to go to Child's church, wanting to study his birds, want to know what the people in the church all about. What they all about. I mean, is everybody the same? Got a lot of women out here trying to see if they can find a good man in church. Got a lot of boys and got in their imagination. And we want to talk about that too. Because God said, now, I'm going to give you woman. Not I'm going to give you woman and woman. I'm going to give you woman and man. That tuna said, tuna salad. The tuna was for only one kind of human species. But stop. Shout out to the birds. God should study the birds. And that you will find him. Shout out to the ducks doing their thing. Zookeeper say he true pastor. The people say he wasn't nothing. And the people got confused. And he come to Marshall, Wisconsin, population 3,787 people. Even law enforcement official now that fell in love with this thing called photo enforced artificial intelligent area code, artificial intelligent record keeping system, 360 days, audio, unprecedented records keeping management systems as we go to the Lord's table and see when we really ready and able would God take us to a high level of existence amongst the humans who wear uniform and they at the highest position. Shout out to Tona! We on Box Elder Road. We in Marshall, Wisconsin. God said, make sure you eat and make sure you bless anything that come before thee. Now, it might ask you on a date, might take you on a roller coaster ride. As we know, when we do the spiritual thing and turn it to a physical thing, we get joined to that person for lifetime. Want to see how many women out here with the My Fan page really think they bubbling. As we focus on God, his mission for the people that was here before us, his mission for the people coming after us, and his people that's currently here. We want to shout out tuna. No, tuna fish. The real kind. No, the women with the real, wombs. God gave them womb. They was birthed with womb. He sat at the table with the people and thought that it'd be good if he could get his people to believe for real in treating a woman better than just a piece of meat. And we got meat. Shout out to tuna. And shout out to all people that's in rebellion right now, thinking that God ain't real because he allowing them to eat from tuna and beef. We want to talk about tuna and beef. And we want to talk about pleasure. And we want to talk about whether or not God give you power and discipline to tell you not to involve yourself, even if you got a whole lot of money and you could change somebody's life in an instant. I mean, you could take them from being broke to millionaires and trillionaires, gazillionaires. I want to shout out that lawsuit amount that was, played for yesterday. We saw it for 100,000 million gazillion zillions with no shillings. Hey, shout out to ABC. Diane Hendricks and her people. And shout out to Zookeeper. He think in his mind, as he worship with the kingdom. Shout out to Medina Cemetery. And we talk about tuna today. Wanna let you know there's plenty tuna in the grave. Beautiful bodies they was in. Beautiful. Stop it. Plenty tuna in the grave. And once you take a bite of tuna, you never see that person again. And shout out to the kind with vegetable oil in it. But we talking about that kind with the human DNA in it. The real kind, not the fake kind. You can't go and ask to be surgically repaired to be tuna if you was born beef. And shout out to beef. Shout out to beef. Shout out to beef and tuna. Today's lesson is beef and tuna. And today's lesson is, let's just see, for 30 seconds, a minute, if you will, how much beef and tuna was created in the human body in the grave. Wanted to get this message out to the people, but the people said there was no money. And we talking about the church. How many church members? As we sitting on these big old castles. And I want to shout out Grudchild. Elaine. We got something new here, people. We all going back. We wanna bless her and never test it. Shout out to Elaine A. Nee Nap Ton and William C. Willie. Beautiful. We got some work done here. Something was done. They were dug up. Zoo come to town. I mean, they might want to get in with Zoo. I mean, we want to shout out tuna. Want to shout out beef. Want to shout out discipline. Want to shout out like-minded people. True Christian. No, not the fake kind. We want to shout out chicken and beef today. And we want to shout out how many people on Thanksgiving and this Christmas gonna run to the church. They ain't got enough chicken and beef and ask for a few pieces of groceries that could help them and their family, or as we gonna play games. Had the kids starving, letting everybody know you straight, but you not straight. This is the type of thing Zookeeper say he might be delegating in, but we want to talk about chicken, want to talk about beef, because that's on the menu today in Gutter Ministry School. And age. We want to talk about the age factor and the spiritual connections and the educational abilities that God gives some human, and some human gonna stay in the way because they never gonna clean themselves up to the level where they need to be clean in order to edify to the public. And Sue say he think if we take a look at this, it's kind of cold. You know, we on the cheap phone, but we trying to give you what we can today. This intricate subject called chicken and beef, and when chicken get raised good enough, and tuna get raised good enough, and beef get into play. I want to shout out all the fat cows. That's really fat cows. They don't give in to nobody's microscopic scrutinized understanding of what government is, what free exercise right clause is, what really teaching government employee, all races is, even those that might be opposed to Zookeeper Show, and those who might be what we call historically blindsided with the human syndrome of racism. We want to get past all that today. Want to see if we really living in 2024, December 3rd, and there's no photo enforced artificial intelligent records keeping system and cameras on the Marshall Highway, Box Elder Road, Highway 19. That's what we really want to do. Want to see if God got you, he got me, and hopefully he gets you after the day. Want to know if you have read Genesis chapter 6, when God wanted to wipe out the entire human race. I mean, they thought was consistently so evil once they got to taste this thing called tuna, a little chicken, and a little beef. And we want to shout out chicken. You know, chicken is that thing in the middle. Another man sleeping with a man, another woman sleeping with a woman. It tastes like chicken. Chicken very good sometimes, but it ain't tuna and it ain't beef. Want to shout out, if we can, what Jesus told his disciples to do as he was walking in the wilderness. And we want to just for 1 minute, 1 second, let you know that God, now Jesus Christ's name, he always places protection on you until it's time to call you home. You could be in rebellion today. You could be in rebellion for years. He gonna let you stay there. But Zeus say, he want to help you get out of rebellion. He want to help you stop hating on him. He wants you to have a few dollars. He wants you to ask your pastor at your church, is it a thing called photo enforced artificial intelligent coding system? And is it a thing that the government can do to spend some money to go in debt? Now they can just file bankruptcy. Can the government file bankruptcy on itself as we allow private citizens to file bankruptcy? That's why we got Trump backing off. No for the likes of Zoo. I want to shout out Trump at this time, if you will. Situation that calls. We want to shout out Trump. He has filed bankruptcy so many times that the people did not know what he was doing. Was he committing crime or was he not committing crime? And if the government in debt to all these other countries, can the government just file bankruptcy one time and then go in debt so far that we gonna bubble, and about 5 more years we be the most powerful country to ever be country? Can we stop for a minute and think? Pass the stop sign today as we study Zeus show. He say God only give us so many days and hours and seconds to live. Can we get the government and her employees and her church members to put some money together, some proposals, some grants to get the photo enforced business district area coding systems up, to get the women now to stop chasing men who they may have heard had a few dollars, and they may have heard that could help them, and they may had been subjected to abuse because they had to go, because they was poor now. They ain't had nobody that really leaned in deep, according to the scriptures, before they came back to the dirt. I mean, the dirt hit them, and they had their family taken care of. They left no money behind. They had no will and test and trustment companies. They had no people really thanking for them. They had nothing, but they fake like they was rich. We want to see if we can get past that as we get to the Lord's Supper today, and tuna is on the menu. And beef. We got a lot of people out here so caught up in tuna and beef that the people with a few dollars can't help the people that's trying to get a few dollars. We're going to talk about tuna and beef today, and chicken. You know, that thing right in the middle. It's right in the middle. It's nutritious. It's downright delicious, but it ain't chicken or beef. And God said he was going to give Adam a helpmate. And he sent Eve. And Zeus say he was so intelligent that they knew they were going to send him something beautiful, but they sent him something he had never imagined. What is this, Lord? And we want to focus on money, not women today. But we want to focus on women who chase a man down, now grab him and drag him at his ankle, make him think about them so long and so mysteriously that they can't even be happy when they're around everybody else. And you really don't even care about this person like that. Why the hell am I caring about you when I got other women that care about me? No, I got 700 women that want to be with me. Why the hell is my name in your mouth and your name in my mouth? Why we can't figure this thing out? Well, a situation occurred in Mercy Hill Church. Zeus say it was in Janesville, in the state of Wisconsin. He say he seen something look better than Cinderella. Quite a few times. She come playing with Zeus. He have no idea this woman looking at him. It's his the gospel singer. You know, and everybody eardrum don't hear the same music and the same notes when they got somebody cheering them on. It wasn't just the music. It was the movement of the body, you know, the bopping and all the, you know, really in it. Really showing ambition. And she was so ambitious that she robs him of his imagination about talking about going to the lighthouse. Have you ever been to the lighthouse? Have you ever had a pastor do this to you? Take you to gravesite, give you 5 different sermons in one sermon. And all of it makes sense because we think government might be impressed with this thing called photo enforced business district area coding systems. Cameras, funeral cameras. We got no catch a few dollars. Let's catch the truck driver. Let's say he speed. We got a speed trap 35, 25. What are you gonna do? Let's see if he gonna adjust his speed. We can't. We can't. We can't. And then we run into the lights. Christmas. Zookeeper want to know what you doing for Christmas. He got 29, 30 lawsuit motions to work on as he try to edify to his show. And it's people that's not here. Hey, I got it. No, we gonna put a Band-Aid on this thing called people not getting things right with racism. I think we can work that out if we could just get the people to rewrite some more grants. Big time grants. Not little time grants. Let's think about this as we celebrate with the people that's not here. Let's watch a little money we miss. It's a zookeeper. We don't sleep. No, we gotta stay mindful of the fact that we got a 25 and a 35. And God said, "Study the birds, and that you will find him." Shout out to the ducks again. They coming in Oh my, they out here having a ball with Zoo. They know they finna probably get fed or something. And we want to shout out all the babies that's watching these dysfunctional families just keep on getting created because people want to play with tuna and beef. And then they run across a little chicken. And the chicken be so fine that they don't know what they is no more. They get to questioning their identity. Well, God say you a man if you a man, born penis. And God say you a woman if you got this thing called tuna. You know the smell. Don't nobody know the smell of your tuna but you. And Zeus say, we don't want to ever spread no lies, no gossip. We never had sex with Officer Bailey. Never was a conversation about sex. But Zeus say he had so much money that damn it, all the women wanted him. And was not a woman who could go get $1 million dress, $1 million makeup job, whatever she feel like defective in her life, would not she probably give a piece of skin? We on the outside looking in as a zookeeper. We at cemetery service today. No, Zeus say he doing this for all his fans that's here. You know, because the ones out there, you know, they just don't act right with Zeus. But these ones, you know, they love Zeus. Look at them. And as we traveling through the murky ethers of the flesh as it rot, and God keep us in his love and grace, even in rebellion when we get here, is it truly a judgment? It's a judgment day, rookie. Is it truly a judgment day for the people declare and decree they just can't give in to this fake thing called God. I mean, they refuse. And Zeus say he want to cheer you on, want you to keep on doing your thing because you think Jesus ain't real, but these people do. Want to shout out that tree. God say, you know, we don't want to eat from the poisonous tree. You know, not the kind where it's too easy to just, do the people wrong. That's uneducated. That may break your laws because they so strict. We want to shout out the Pharisees at this time. You know, we want to shout out the Pharisees at this time. Book of John, chapter 9, 35 to 41 verses. They asked Jesus, was they blind? And as we stop, as we caught up in the moment, want you to know the same thing. If Jesus was right here, and he say, are you blind? Brought you to the grave, gave you some valid points. Now, he said, hey, I'm going to give you pleasure beyond your wildest dreams, but when you going to slow down? And you said, never. And he said, well, let me take you to the grave with the zookeeper. And you said, okay. And you came out, just gave me 5 minutes and opened the mind. Zookeeper say, have you wrote one grant to the government as a contracted employee, as an independent contractor for photo enforced artificial intelligence business area coding systems that's worth over 1 million gazillion, 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 gazillions, and gazillions, and money just gonna keep being asked for because the kickback, you know, is better than selling dope. It's better than fraud. It's better than any illegal crime can ever be declared and decreed in the books of crime because this ain't crime. It's just traffic control. And everybody got to move around in traffic. And then the business district areas, you see, they going to be so artificially intelligent that then we get the wealthy people out. You know, the people that's been robbed, like Zookeeper. You know, the people that robbed Zoo. And he said, well, he got to get along with the police, but they just tell him that we can't get along We got to keep fighting because they don't want to lose their job. And Zeus say the artificial intelligence grant proposals, they so good that Zeus could fire all the police and rehire the police under the artificial intelligence coding system. See, the whole coding system, Chef. You know, you got the old police station and then you got the new station. The new station got the codes in it. Artificial intelligence. All the people got fired because legitimately they broke the fruit of the poisonous tree. But they got to admit it. And then we can get some money. Let's run it back. It's the zoo. It's the zoo. It's the zoo. He say, now we in the book of John, chapter 9, verses 35 to 41. Jesus and the Pharisees, they walking around. Man, they having a good time. And they asked Jesus, after seeing all the things that they had done. Now, they done a lot of things. And shout out to Skippy. They done a lot of things. And then God say, I'm not proud of you. You know, you so focused on creating generational wealth that my people, they ain't really getting fed. I mean, you teaching them, but you're not teaching them. I mean, they're educated, but they not educated. They not rich either. They gonna die broke. I'm not gonna allow nobody to die rich. That's what Jesus said. You say we want to fact check that information. Did Jesus Christ say he was gonna let you die rich? When you go there by yourself, and you gotta give all your money away to your family, your loved ones, and friends. Did Jesus say he was gonna let you die rich, take all your wealth to the grave with you? You know, we want to ask these people that question. Shout out to Ruth. 19, we can't even read it to 2004. No, shout out to Ruth. Shout out to Berlin. Shout out to Berlin. We want to ask that question. Did Jesus say he gonna let you take everything with him? Shout out to Mother Anna L. 1873-1936. Shout out to Father Willie F. 1868-1928. Let's relock that in. 1868 to 1928. Stop. Let's ask somebody else. Oh my. Let's ask them. Did Jesus say he won't let you take everything with you? You're gonna have to sign it off. What you say? Damn. And what did you say? And what you say? And what you say? And what you say? And what you say? So, we trying to figure out what the people here said. That's not walking, talking, breathing, smelling, tasting, and touching. Want to run it back. we wanna run it back, rookies. Zoo say he was a pastor, lawyer, non-accredited, and an auditor. But people say he wasn't nobody. So he at the Medina Cemetery, asking you have your pastor put in the book of remembrance. See, it's called the book of remembrance. Now the things that Zoo do to you when you come to his church. Stop, rookies. We still talking about that tuna and that beef, but chicken still in a scooter. It's Zook TV, don't sleep. It's Zook, he don't sleep. Zuki would say we got a question in the skillet tonight. So hot, no government official has probably touched on it. Shout out to Hattie, wife of M.H. Connery, June 6, 1865, April 9th, 1916. Age, rookies, we in it. You ask Zoo, well, teach us why God will give you 50 million and why I can't get a shilling from these people as we ask for tithing. Government business. Well, zookeepers say the business owners really ain't that smart. Let's get back to the tuna and the beef of it. Zoo say if he fired a whole police station, and then we build a new station with artificial intelligence coding systems in it, to regulate the traffic, to resonate business district areas, to resonate all areas of business where cameras can be recording systems. Damn! Would that be a more effective system for government, as we see from Vietnam and World War I to World War II, bodies didn't hit the dirt. It's Zookeeper, the truth hurt.